best friend, presumably who's saved his life, gets torn asunder in front of him. Now, Santos is hanging for his life onto the side of the boat, and Flynn gets an awesome idea. Hey, I'm going to shoot at the tentacles, also at my friend's legs. Maybe if I dismember half of his body, I can save the other half. Now, this doesn't go too well, as Santos ends up dying, and Flynn mainly blames it all on Sharktopus. So they go down. They eventually coalesce into the other guys, Mrs. Bitchy Reporter, Mr. Skeleto, and the Greasy Man. Greasy Man eventually kicks the bucket also. And everybody is, oh, god damn it, Skeleto, get it together. So, Greasy Man kicks the bucket. Ella Skeleto and Bitchy Reporter Lady decide to book it after they see Sharktopus for the first time. And, you know, Flynn's totally having a bitch fit because he shot his friend up, but he's blaming it on Sharktopus. Nicole's having a nervous breakdown because she finds out her father actually programmed Monsieur Sharktopus over here to actually attack people. And Sans, her father, is totally getting drunk and wasted while Commander Cox is totally chewing him out. Eventually, Sans figures, you know what, fuck it, shut the fuck up, Cox, you can suck a cock. So he hangs up. That's the last we see of Commander Cox, and he's totally chilling on his yacht. You know, Nicole and Flynn pull up while Sharktopus completely fucks up some more people's lives. And Sans leaves the boat with, you know, 3 of his boy toys, and like Nicole and Flynn eventually go up there, and Flynn is like, yo, hey, I know what you're doing, this is wrong, you fucking programmed the shark to do this. And Nicole is like, Daddy, why? And Sans is like, because I created it, because it's science. Science. Anyway, I care more about the shark thing than you, Nicole. And Nicole totally is like taken aback. And Sharktopus comes out of fucking nowhere and is like, hey guys, I'm totally gonna interrupt this awkward moment. And he eats the 2 bodyguards as the pilot gets away. Like, Flynn gets knocked over in the side of the head and he totally falls over. Later he gets up without his shirt on. This happens a lot in the movie, apparently. His shirt has a tendency of turning invisible. Now, Nicole, in harm's way, is saved by her father, who knocks her aside, picks up a revolver, and fires a couple of rounds into Sharktopus, who decides to garrote him around the neck and slit his throat. And then just goes away, and like, bitch, you touch Sharktopus, you get cut. Now, Nicole runs over to her dying father, and Sans is totally like, you can still, what, you can... He's bleeding. You can still stop Sharktopus. I love you, pumpkin. And he totally dies. Nicole has a bitch fit too. Flynn wakes up, now has his shirt again. Walks over and he's like, let's finish this. Now, Flynn has already shot Sharktopus with one of the bullets, the tracking one, so he's only got 1 left. Now, he starts walking around when he runs into Mrs. Bitchy Reporter and Ella Skeleto. And he's totally like, hey, do any of you bitches have a car? And bitch is like, yeah, I totally have a car, but you're gonna have to take me with me because this story means more to me than my life and this jackass over here. Hey, fuck you. Anyway, they all get into the minivan and they drive over to this totally cool hotel resort, and there's people rappelling down the line almost like half-heartedly. There's a kid playing in the river while his mom is like messing out of there. All of a sudden, Sharktopus out of fucking nowhere, grabs one of the ladies, totally tears her apart in the water, grabs one of the guys out of the rappel line, consumes him completely. Everybody freaks out. He grabs a couple of the barflies and drags them off. The kid is just standing there. Also, who apparently turns out to be a horrible actor, apparently screaming for your mom while a giant fucking octopus shark chimera is tearing people in front of you, and all you can muster is a mother. Like you're annoyed that your mom is showing your baby pictures in front of the cute girl you like in 6th period. Anyway, so, you know, he's totally boned. Flynn, the bitchy reporter, and Skeletor and Nicole totally show up. Nicole's got a computer, and she's like, "Are you gonna fucking miss? Where did you learn how to shoot? Bitch, don't you talk like that to me." Anyway, I think it's that time of the movie where I actually hit the fucking thing. Anyway, let's go. So, you know, bitchy reporter decides this is gonna be the biggest scoop of my life. And Skeletor, finally working up the balls, decides to say, "You know what? Fuck you. You're a complete bitch. Go film it yourself." And he walks downstairs. He gets killed also, poor Dracula. And he drops his camera. Mrs. Bitchy Lady decides, "Oh, I'm gonna film it myself. Who needs him anyway? He was probably a migrant worker." And she starts filming Sharktopus, who mauls her completely in an almost hentai tentacle porn-esque way. So she gets torn asunder also. Now, Flynn jumps down out of nowhere, fires around into Sharktopus, hitting him in the side of the head, totally pissing off Sharktopus, who goes like mano-y-mano with Flynn, totally bitch slaps him. The gun flies out of his hand. Flynn, also now missing his shirt again, retreats into the river where he picks up a stick and manages to ward Sharktopus. Now, may I remind the audience, bullets did not pierce Sharktopus's skin. Sharktopus survived an explosion, a boat, also apparently is amphibious and can climb trees and buildings, and he's fended off by a stick. Now, Finn, now fighting like a Filipino fisherman down the river, manages to ward away Sharktopus as Nicole is on her laptop trying to figure out the password to activate the kill code implanted in Sharktopus's head. Now, I would also like to mention that the movie makes a lot of references to itself. The first couple of tries are Sharktopus, Octoshark, and she finally musters a half-hearted "Dad," and she puts in "Pumpkin." At which point, when she hits enter, Flynn, who's apparently given out, once again has his shirt. Next take, shirt's gone. Octopus completely, Sharktopus completely loses his shit. His head explodes out of nowhere. Hold on. So it completely explodes. Flynn goes up to Nicole covered in blood. Once again, his shirt is gone now. And this is literally the last line of the movie. Nicole says to him, "I really hope he doesn't jump out of the water at us again." And Flynn replies to her, "No, that only happens in the movie. Roll credits." That's it.